Yeah, and as an added note to the change of the weed eater, so this was all grown over. This, all that was grown over. I did all this, tall grass. All this was grown over except for this part in the middle, but the edges, and all this was grown over. See, even all this, and then I did dip aside most of the road, most of the driveway, and even with most of the driveway done, the string is still there. I mean, it's still got a sizable amount of probably 4 or 5 inches of string left on it. So as you can see, it comes with a better quality string than what you normally get with a normal string trimmer, because a feed trimmer, if you're feeding string out because it's cheap string, right? This, for some reason, is a higher quality string. So there you go. I think it's worth the money. I didn't change the strings, and I ended up, well, I would have been able to do everything that I would normally do on a day. I could probably do the rest of the string trimming that I would need to do around an 8,000 square foot property, around the house and shed and fence and the driveway, the 200-foot driveway and all. Looks like there's with one string. So from a quality perspective, that's something to think about. So I think it was worth it, 20 bucks. You got to get the probably more expensive strings that go on it. But, oh well, I think it's worth it. Bye. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button so people know more that you like my videos. Subscribe, please. Bye.
Hey, Charles Bryce here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And this we're back to the Craftsman weed eater. Craftsman. Try to put an F in that. Craftsman weed eater. So anyway, the string won't feed on it. I even bought a new feed head, and it still won't feed string. I mean, it just gets stuck. There's little plastic fingers in there, and then a channel, and it's supposed to go under it, and I never could get it to feed. And then it keeps breaking string because I have to use small string, so it keeps breaking it. And then well, if it don't feed and it's breaking string, it's useless, right? So anyway, I ended up buying one of these. This is $20. It's a metal hit, but it's got thicker string that's on it, and it's got this. It's a pre-cut, pre-formed. You stick it in the holes, and then you go. That's what I was doing with this, with the head that's on it. With the head that's on it, this one here, it's got holes pre-built into it in the top of it that you can just put string in, but then it flops on this because it's out of the top, so it doesn't work well, right? So today I'm going to change it out. We're going to change it over to this one, which is, it's a easy load. It doesn't feed, but it's got a new head, and you stick these strings through the side, through the holes which are down below it, so it'll work better. Anyway, we're going to put this one on it. Got the nuts and bolts. See, it comes out the side of it. See, you push it in here, and it comes out the sides. And there's another one, so you can have two on it. I don't even know how to get that off. I gotta figure out how to get that off. That may not come off. That may be a different, some kind of, I don't know. Let's see. How do you get the head off of it? Yeah, you push the line in, remove the removable. Alright. Remove this one. So there's a little thing here, you spin this off, right, and then it's got the bolt in this, and then you just pull the head off, right. Then there's this tube that this screws into, and this here you just throw it in the garbage. See, this is the piece that I replaced, and it still doesn't feed. It's brand new, but it still doesn't feed in the head. I don't know why. But anyway, that's that. So I wish this thing would. Oh gosh, yeah, that don't look. Oh look, that just fits over that nicely. I wonder if this will just fit over that and then fit up over the cone, and no, not going to be so lucky on that one. Dang it. Anyway, let's see what it says. Remove the, let's see, how do you do this? There's let me get this a little closer so you can see it better. Okay, there's let's see what we're dealing with here via the instructions. Okay. You have this head, there's the Easy Glide. You put so this whole head has to rotate. That could be a problem. It may not be, but that whole thing is going to spin from looking at it. And it looks like you just got to put the whole thing, figure out how to attach the whole thing on here without breaking it. So, for curved shaft trimmers, when the spool housing is not removable, well, this one is. So method number 1, the entire assembly head is removable. Okay, remove the old head, install snug fitting centering washer onto trimmer shaft. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, we're going to say it's, oh, there's a washer. So where does this washer play in? What? Non-removable. Oh, I see. So number 1 shows a picture of one that is threaded coming out of the shaft. Okay, that's not this one. Method 2 shows one that is not threaded. So they didn't say that in the instructions, but that's what it is. Okay, and you put this housing back on it because it's not threaded. You see where I'm going with this? They didn't put the right. Anyway, there's the housing that you leave on here. Okay, then you put the adapter cup on here like that. Then you put this washer on here. Are you getting it? Do you see what we're doing here? We're putting the washer on here. You get out a washer if you can open the bag. Oh boy, there's like 6 different washers. That's about the only thing you're going to use is one of these washers. There's about 5 washers, and it says a centering washer and a securing washer. Oh, okay, so I'm just going to grab any washer. A centering and a securing. The smaller one doesn't fit over the shaft. Oh, the big one does. Okay, so we'll use that one. Okay, what next? See, you are reusing the old housing here, putting the cone. This came with it, with the new one, and then you put a washer over the shaft, and then there's the head of the new one, which is this, which goes on it. But I have to get this, I have to figure out how to pull this plastic, the shiny black plastic cover on it. And then I think there's the glide plate, a bolt and a washer that goes into this. Oh, okay, well that's what I'm going to be doing there. But first I gotta figure out how to take this cover plate off, which it is stuck on there like you would. There, it won't spin at all. Let's see if it'll just pull off. Well, it does, but oh yeah, I bet the string. You think the string holds it on there? The string holds this on. That's incredible. That is just incredible. Oh, this one will only hold one string. Yeah, you better look at how this thing goes on here, because there's one side of the string, the other side there's no room for it, so the string only goes on one hole. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. Nevertheless, it comes out both sides, okay, depending on what size the string. You got big string and then you got little string. You can flip this around depending on whether you're using big string or little string. Okay, so, and the string is what holds this on. There is a little push tab here that I didn't, it's probably going to get broken off if I had to guess. You push yeah, anyway, the string is what's going to hold that on. Anyway, you then take your head like this. Oh, yeah. Washer and the bolt. You know what? This is the old cover. Will that go on there? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh, it fits down. Is it going to fit? No, it's not going to fit down inside. Okay. So, it didn't come with the screw, so you have to come up with your own screw, which will be this one. So in this one, you have to reuse the screw out of this head, which is the one that's on the weed eater already. Okay, you got to pull this screw out. Somehow you got to get a pair of pliers and pull the screw out. Oh God, where's the pliers at? No, I've got it. So to pull this screw out, what you have to do is just screw it back onto the shaft and then pull the plastic thing off. Okay? Instead of having a pair of pliers. And now just pull it off. Somehow there's a, what is it, a washer in there? Well, you have to tear this up to get it out, apparently. I wish I knew what size of screw it was, but it didn't come with any other screw. So basically, you gotta tear it off. Oh, this is a... Yeah, you gotta tear this up. You gotta, to get that screw out. You gotta tear it off or tear it up. Take a screwdriver and pop this off. I'm going to use a claw hammer. So you take a claw hammer and carefully, because you're working on the shaft, you carefully pry that off. It just comes right off, and it's a square bolt. Okay, and you screw it off. Okay, here's a little washer, and it's on it. And then you take your head like this, flip it with this side up, and stick it on here. You leave the washer that was on there, or maybe a bigger one. Hey, let's use one of their bigger washers. What happened to them? There they are. Throw on one of their big washers. Okay, so the one that's on the nut, and then this here, the washer that's on the square nut, and then square bolt, and then the bigger washer, and then feed it in here and screw this onto the shaft. Keeping in mind that you still have the black cone that you put on here. Then you get that started and it's spun on like that. And then, yeah, you just spin it on there like that. Probably should get a wrench or something and spin it. There we go. It's nice and tight, don't break it. See? Yeah, it spins on there like that, see? Alrighty. And I think that's it. And then fit the head is shown. See, it's got the little the picture, washer, this housing, the cone, the washer, this thing, and then a washer and the nut, then the glide plate. The glide plate is held on by the string, right? So if you use their string, where did it go? Yeah, just grab one of theirs. See, you get this string on it. Then are you going to use big or small? Which one's big? Which one's small? Let's see. Put the glide plate on like this. like that. Boy, that's sure snapped on solid. And when you push the string in, it throws it out the hole, out like that, see? It's channeled, so it pushes it through. And then you have to get it the same size. And there it is, it's done. See, that's snapped on, and that's all on there and tight. There it is. Alright, let's go fire it up. That's always fun. See if we can't make it cut some grass back here. Here we go. Okay. Yep. Yeah, don't forget your headphones. Okay. Alright. You know how to do it, right? You got fuel. I got about that much fuel. And then you hit the bulb. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Put it on choke, position number 1, and start pulling it. it works. Another good thing is this is higher quality. I noticed this string isn't deteriorating. That means this is higher quality than normal string. Because normally it'd be shredded, and this one's kind of ate up a little bit, but this one's not, so it's probably higher quality string than what you normally get. But there you have it, it works. There you go. New head, and then you just gotta buy more of these and stick them in there, and it works. Bye. Make sure you subscribe. See ya.